Alright, what is going on, my party people? So today's video, we're going to talk about the day after. The day after SHTF. Now SHTF, I don't think is going to come in the flick of a wrist, a snap of a finger. It's going to come slowly, then it's going to hit a crescendo, and it's going to hit that way. Now I saw a video by a channel called Bear Independent, and he makes some great videos, but the one he just put out a few days ago, I disagree with a little bit, and it's going to be who's going to inherit the wasteland after SHTF. Now, I don't think, well, he brings up it's going to be the special operations guys that are retired or discharged from the Army or whatever. I disagree with that, because even John Rambo needs a place to sleep. He needs time to sleep. He needs something to eat, something to drink. And that's who's going to control the end game. Those who have access to food, water, and human vices. Look in the Middle East, look in Africa. Watch the movie Black Hawk Down and then read the things that led up to that. You control the food, you control people. You control clean water, you control people. You control their vices, you control people. You know, drugs, alcohol, and the world's oldest profession. All those things, all together, or even separately, are going to have control to some degree. Now, let's say someone does have those things under control. You know, they have the means to produce water, food, and vices. How do you secure those things? Keep them going. You essentially have to be a warlord. You have to have your own group of people that have the will, skill, and drive to survive and perpetuate those things. Now, all these guys out there, and I say guys, I don't mean the special operations guys. Those guys might have their little clique of guys that are, you know, former SEALs, Green Berets, Delta Force, whatever. I'm not talking about them, because most people don't even come anywhere close to their skills and things. The average Joe that played a lot of Escape from Tarkov and now thinks he's a CQB operator. He's going to make his living raiding houses and stealing bags of Lay's potato chips that are stocked up somewhere. Yeah, real good idea. Anyone that has any level of experience in CQB will tell you how stupid and how crazy it is and how much of a shit show it becomes, and it becomes a shit show very quickly. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, for lack of a better term. So if you're going to risk everything you have for some old Debbie cakes or whatever, you're really, really behind the curve. If you don't have your own preps in place, it might be a little too late for you in this instance. But that's really who's going to run the show. People, whoever they are, that control the food, water, and vices are going to be who runs the world after SHTF, the day after. Because this big rolling gunfight, delusion of grandeur a lot of you guys have is not realistic, and it's not going to happen. It might, to some degree. You might have to defend your house from the one or two unprepared, or the one or two people that are using or were users of or are now succumbing to withdrawals from their illicit substance. And you're going to drop the first one, they're going to scatter, and then everyone now knows you have something worth defending, and it's going to turn into a clusterfuck. And then someone that does know what they're doing is going to get you when you're sleeping, or needs to drink, or needs to eat, and perpetuate the cycle. But guys, if you look at the rest of the world that lives SHTF, look at Africa, look at the Middle East. Who runs the show? It all comes down to what you have, what you can supply readily or not readily for maximum control. Supply and demand is one hell of a drug. But that's really what it's going to be, guys. People who control the food, the water, and the vices are who's going to run the show. Not you, not your friends, not that guy down the street that says he was a Navy SEAL back in 1976. That old knob guy, that old Iraqi freedom guy. It's just not going to happen that way. Your best bet is to become friends with your local farmers. Offer to be their security. Something like that. The guy that has the lake on his property, make friends with him too. Think about it, guys. Anyway, go forth, do great things, stay out of trouble, and just brace for impact. Deuces. Catch you later.